The guy I've been flirting with online is my mortal enemy. Worst of all, he's also my big boss. My sky just caved in. Before he figures out it's me, I decide to serve him a big glass of heartbreak. Cue full drama queen mode. I wait until he's in the shower, then fire off the breakup texts. 3 minutes, no reply. Are we done here? Cat, got your tongue? Want me to sign you up for a sign language class? You don't have to be so cold. I wasn't planning to cling. Now you won't even text back? Fine. If that's how it is, let's break up. Curtain falls, I block him instantly. Next morning he corners me in his corner office. I'll kneel in my suit, please, no breakup, deal? Before we go on, subscribe to this channel and drop a comment telling us where you're tuning in from. 1. Riley, get up already. Don't think working at Chase's company exempts you from punctuality. I've told him not to spoil you, same rules for everyone. 8:30 sharp, Mom pounds on my door. Mom, please, just tell him to fire me. I literally cannot do this job another day. Suddenly I understand roosters. Sunrise makes me want to scream too. I curl into my blanket burrito, refusing to become vertical, pretending I'm part of the bedding set. No idea what parents were thinking. Graduation gift, shove me into Chase's firm for toughening up. Sure, Chase and I were childhood friends, emphasis on we're mortal foes now. We fought from sandbox to senior year, well, fought after junior year, before that we were tight. Exactly how it turned ugly? I forgot. Blame puberty, everyone rebelled, and he loved playing dad, wouldn't even let me have extra ice cream. If a boy handed me a love letter, he confiscated it, yet he kept the ones girls gave him. Double standards much? Obviously I couldn't let that slide. I declared our friendship dead and told him to butt out. The lunatic took that as a green light to oppose me daily, so of course I retaliated. Our Cold War has lasted ever since. 2. Talking won't pay rent, employment is non-negotiable. I stomp out the door, cursing the universe. On the sidewalk I spot a tiny black pup, Chase's doppelganger in dog form. I snap a pic and ping Zoe. Image. Look, it's Chase. I pocket the phone and sprint to Sterling. 8:58 a.m., punched in before 9. Nice. No way will Chase swipe my perfect attendance bonus. At my cubicle I fish out the phone. Zoe has replied. LMAO brutal. If he sees that you're toast. I'm unbothered. Let him. Shadow falls overhead. I glance up. Chase's stupidly handsome scowl fills my vision. Guilt flares. I slap the phone face down. What? 3? I meet his stare, faking calm. He gives me a frosty once-over. Make me a coffee and bring it in. He strides toward his office. Arg. Working under him is bad enough. Why did it have to be as his secretary? I stomp to the pantry, vowing to slip rat poison joke into his cup. Armed with a mug, I storm in and slam it onto his desk. Your coffee. He lifts an eyebrow. That much resentment before noon? I roll my eyes. Not your business. Back at my cubicle I whip out my phone to whine to Babe. Me, Babe, my boss is insane. Reply pings back instantly. Babe, what did he do? Me, demands coffee at dawn, total psycho, right? Babe, yeah, he's evil. Babe's an angel. Me, hee, Babe's the best. Instant mood lift. We met in a gaming lobby. I'm trash, he's a god. I flirt nonstop, call him handsome every match, accidentally hook him good. A week later he's mine, easy catch. 4. We've been texting half a year, yet we've never brought up meeting, probably fearing instant flop. I'm fine with that, he carries me in ranked, voice like ASMR, emotional support deluxe. I set the phone down and open my spreadsheet to earn my pathetic pennies. When I look up, Chase behind the blinds is grinning at his phone like a lovesick idiot. Who's texting him? Could he have an online romance too? Nah, with that tongue he'd cyber poison anyone on the other end. Same building, same job, he lounges inside scrolling, I lounge outside scrolling, basically identical. 5 p.m., military discharge time. I grab my bag and sprint for the elevator. Overtime is against my religion. Collar yanked mid-dash. You're coming to the client dinner tonight. The devil speaks behind me. I spin and glower. Hard pass. Overtime pay. I hate rich people who think money is a personality. Won't bow. Still no. Triple rate. Fine, I'll go. I may hate the rich, but if you're paying me enough I'll pretend I never said that. At tonight's client dinner Chase held court with his polished team while I parked myself next to him and scarfed down everything within reach. Honestly, I had no idea why he'd dragged me along. Whatever. I was getting paid, I was getting fed, and I didn't have to lift a finger. pure bliss. Halfway through, Chase excused himself to the men's room and left his phone sitting face up on the lazy Susan. I glanced at it, thinking the guy was way too careless with a device that probably held half of Sterling's trade secrets, but I wasn't planning on playing hall monitor. Seeing the phone reminded me, though, I'd promised my online boyfriend we'd hit the gaming lobby tonight. Thanks to Chase springing this dinner on me, I'd totally forgotten to cancel. Afraid he might be waiting, I slipped my own phone under the tablecloth and shot off a quick text. Babe, my jerk boss dragged me to some client dinner, so I can't game tonight. The instant my message showed delivered, Chase's phone vibrated against the lacquered wood. I eyed it suspiciously, then brushed the coincidence aside. 3 minutes ticked by and Babe still hadn't replied. Odd, since he normally answered in seconds unless he was in the shower, and it wasn't his shower time. Weird. I thumbed another line. Babe, why are you ignoring me? Chase's screen lit up again with the same gentle buzz. My gaze snapped over. Surely that was just bad timing? I sent one more test text, and again the phone shuddered in reply. A sick hunch crawled up my throat. Ridiculous, but I couldn't shake it. I checked the doorway, no sign of Chase, then glanced around the table. His execs were deep in wine-fueled negotiation with the clients. No one spared me a thought. I swallowed, reached out, and palmed the device. Rude? Absolutely. Necessary? Totally. And when it came to Chase Dogman, Sterling, manners were optional anyway. The screen wasn't even locked. Perfect. I flicked open the familiar green icon app and immediately spotted a pinned chat labeled Babe. Wait, what? The profile picture for Babe matched the avatar on my own alt account down to the last pixel. My pulse jackhammered. Fingers shaking, I tapped into the thread, and the words that filled the screen were the exact lines I'd just sent moments ago. My brain split clean in half. I was still catatonic when Chase returned. He slid back into the seat beside me, arching a brow. What's wrong with you? I gave him a look that mixed horror, disbelief, and homicidal impulse, then shook my head in silence. He drove home. I rode shotgun, sneaking glances every 5 seconds. Chase, my nightmare since elementary school, was also my sweet, flirty, late-night gaming partner? How was that even possible? My staring finally got to him. At a red light he angled his head. Keep peeking at me like that and I'll start thinking you've got a crush. My face combusted. Get over yourself. His gaze lingered, dark eyes unreadable. Good. Would be awkward if you did. I've got enough headaches. I forgot to snap back. Instead I fished. Headaches like what? Don't tell me you've got a girlfriend. He shot me a sideways smirk. Also? I studied the dashboard, guilt fluttering. Just curious. Lights green, drive. Back in my apartment, I face-planted onto my king-size bed and screamed into the duvet. Great. Not only was my secret boyfriend my lifelong nemesis, he also signed my paychecks. The sky might as well have fallen. We'd voice-chatted countless times while gaming. Why hadn't I recognized his voice? Had he been running a voice changer? Was this cyber fraud? I texted Zoe in a panic. She reacted exactly as expected. Zoe, OMG, this is straight out of a romance novel. Zoe, just date him already, I'm shipping it. Zoe, in fiction the enemies always end up together anyway. Me, a crack ship is still a crack ship. Stop enabling. Zoe, look, either fake a reason to break up or pretend you don't know and keep flirting. Your call. The second she typed break up, something squeezed inside my chest, an ache like I'd swallowed gravel. Was I actually into Chase? Impossible. I must be mourning the loss of his top-tier carry skills. Definitely that. Besides, judging by his casual attitude, he still had no clue his secretary and his internet wife were the same person. If I decided to teach him the bitter taste of love betrayed, well, he kind of deserved it for all the overtime and sarcasm he'd put me through. I was still plotting when my phone dinged. Correction, when Chase texted. Chase, babe, just got home. Chase, whatcha doing? Reading those words knowing who wrote them made my cheeks burn. Stupid thermostat. Me, nothing much. Chase, gonna grab a shower then. Night, babe. Old me would have typed, go ahead, handsome. New me? Me, hold up. Let's see those abs first. I expected excuses. Instead I'd slam him with you never share. Are you tired of me? Do you want a breakup? but Chase refused to follow the script. My phone vibrated. Picture. A crystal clear photo of sculpted abs filled the screen, and my shriek nearly shattered the headboard. I tapped the photo open. Chase, black shirt unbuttoned, the cut lines of his abs on full scandalous display. Only the torso, no face. Such shameless behavior, practically a crime against male modesty. My cheeks burned and my pulse stuttered, but my traitor thumb tapped save without hesitation. I definitely wasn't keeping it for secret midnight viewings. It was future blackmail material, that's all. Chase, babe, can I go shower now? I pressed my palms to my overheated face. Me, go ahead. Chase, babe, want to watch? Me, pervert. I flung the phone away like it was on fire. Ever since that pic, and that line, I haven't been able to look him in the eye at Sterling. All refined villain in public, shameless rogue in private. 9. Ever since I learned my online boyfriend is Chase, I've been Googling high maintenance girlfriend 101, spamming him just to mess with him, and loving every second. For example, me, babe, if I turned into a fuzzy caterpillar, would you still love me? Chase, love you. Me, what if I became a cockroach? Chase, babe, pick a different bug, that one's gross. Me, but do you love me? Chase, love. Even gross, I love whatever babe becomes. Me, then what if I became your ex? Chase? Babe, there is no ex. Rookie mistake. Me, babe, I'm feeling super insecure. Me, when you're slow to answer, I spiral. Me, I hate this version of me, scared you'll break up with me someday. Chase, babe, you're the only one I want, don't overthink. Me, so. I need to ask. Me, can I see a few other people at the same time? Chase, babe, don't force me to crash this into real life. Too risky, he might actually show up. When I told Zoe, she looked chemically high, eyes glowing green. Please don't split, just keep texting him, okay? Screenshot the convo every day, I need it with my rice. Pretty sure her boss has worked her overtime into delirium. Still, no way I'm feeding her my chat history. 10. Because today a stunning woman walked into the office looking for Chase, and I recognized her. Sophie, the girl who handed him a love letter in high school, and he took it. Through the glass I watched them talk, viciously scribbling Chase's name on my notepad. Cheating scumbag, breakup tonight, no discussion. Flirting online with me while his real-world first is back, disgusting. My office slacker buddy glances over. What's with you, Riley? You're radiating murder. Nothing. I stand. I'm brewing Chase some coffee, thirst can kill. Wow, Riley, you're so thoughtful. I never think of those little things. I open my mouth, then shut it. Never mind, just keep scrolling. I fix a cup and head to his corner office. The door's open, so I knock once. They both turn. Chase meets my eyes. Come in. I set the mug on his desk. Your coffee. He eyes it warily. You didn't spit in it, right? Jerk. I flash a sugary smile. Why would I reward you? For a second he's stunned. Apparently I've leveled up in savage. Realizing what I just said, my own face heats, mouth outran brain. Anyway, work calls, I mumble, and bolt. 11. Sophie leaves after maybe 5 minutes. On her way out she gives me a polite little smile and nod. What's that supposed to mean? Does she even know who I am? And why is her smile so freaking pretty? I know nothing happened in there, yet I'm furious. So I mute every message Chase sends for the rest of the day. That night at home his texts still flood in. Chase, babe, why the radio silence today? Chase, miss you. Me, miss me? Prove it, drop to your knees in a suit and beg. Scumbag, save the sweet talk. One babe online, another babe offline, classic. Chase, babe, don't be mad. Gonna shower first, BRB. I wait, silent, until I'm sure he's in the bathroom. Me, I'm being mad? So now I'm irrational? 3-minute pause. Me, 3 minutes, no reply, are we done here? Me, hate talking? Should I book you a sign language class? Me, no need to ice me, I wasn't planning to cling. Me, can't even text back now? Me, fine, let's break up. Thumbs flying, I hit send before he can finish rinsing, then block him. His first is back, why humiliate myself? Better to dump him first, even if I'm the one staring at the ceiling all night. 12. I must have cursed Chase 1,000 times before I finally passed out. Next morning I'm spectacularly late, giant panda eyes on full display. The second my butt touches my cubicle chair, my slacker neighbor leans over. Riley, Mr. Sterling wants you in his office the second you arrive. He looks ticked. Brace yourself. My stomach drops. Go? I don't want to. But then I figured, he still has no idea who I actually am. I stop outside his corner office, drag in a steadying breath, and tap on the door. Come in. I barely cross the threshold before the door clicks shut behind me and I'm pinned against it. Chase eases one hand under my hair to cradle the back of my head while the other plants flat against the wood, caging me in the circle of his arms. His gaze is deep, intent, locked on me. Babe, why'd you block me? The words are low, gentle, threaded with a hurt he almost hides. I look up, stunned. I'll drop to my knees in this suit if that's what it takes, just don't break up with me, okay? It hits like a sledgehammer to the chest, my mind blanks. He tugs me to the sofa, then, no warning, sinks to his knees, perfectly tailored, long fingers curling around mine. His hands are warm, strong, heating my palms until they burn. The sight snaps every last string of my composure. I can't even keep my breathing steady. Chase, what are you doing? Babe, I'm in love with you. Whatever you want, it's yours. Want me on my knees in a suit? I'm already there. Just don't leave me. Don't break up with me, please? His voice is rough velvet, loneliness thick in every syllable, like an abandoned puppy. He presses my palm to his cheek and nuzzles it. God, when have I ever seen Chase like this? It's completely unfair. I'm blushing so hard I'm about to self-combust. Babe, if you stay, you can look at my abs whenever, and touch them too. I'll kneel in this suit anytime you ask, deal? What kind of indecent proposal is this? Am I really someone who caves to pretty boy charms? Unclear. Especially when the pretty boy is prime grade Chase. But I still have a scrap of rationality left. Your first already came home. Why are you here, running an aquarium or something? He blinks. You're my first. My face ignites again. Sweet talk much? Cut the crap. I meant Sophie. She showed up yesterday and you two looked mighty cozy. He laughs softly. Babe, that's a lousy accusation. My first has always been you. Sophie came to hand me her wedding invitation. She's getting married and wanted me at the ceremony. I go still. Why would she personally deliver an invite to you? Junior year she was about to transfer overseas. She asked me to pass a love letter to my deskmate for her. Now she's engaged, so she stopped by to invite me, said I count as half a matchmaker. Huge misunderstanding. He never accepted any girl's confession, he'd only delivered it. He studies me. So what did you think was going on with Sophie? I feel my confidence waver. Well, you've spent years picking fights with me. Doesn't scream, secretly likes me. He owns it immediately. Babe, that was my fault. But you declared we were done junior spring and then ignored me. I had to do something to get your attention. So all those clashes were just attention grabs? Fine, we're even. Yet I'm still not ready to forgive him. He knew from day one that I was his online romance. And he kept quiet just so he could shower me with so much sweetness I'd never walk away when I learned the truth. Scheming man. Before I leave his office I warn him not to call me babe again. We've broken up. He looks like a puppy left in the rain, eyes glassy, on the verge of tears. I stamp down every impulse to cave. He needs to taste the bitter side of love. That night I drag Zoe out for drinks and rant. I'm such a mess. Every flirty thing I said in the gaming lobby, he knew it was me from the start. Zoe rolls her eyes. Don't play victim when you're winning. You snagged your nemesis and then dumped him, who's happier than you? Maybe so, but you're not supposed to say it aloud. Tell me you feel nothing for Chase. You really ready to end it? I put on a show of dignity. I can't let him off easy. If it's too simple, guys don't value it. Zoe flips me a theatrical glare. You city people are exhausting. Bet you're back in his arms before bedtime. I swear, not happening. I need 3 days, minimum. I can hold out 3 days. Turns out 3 days was optimistic. I don't even last 3 hours. As I reach my building I spot Chase from a distance. Plan, walk past like I never saw him. He catches my wrist, voice trembling. Riley. I give a token tug, no luck. I lift my eyes coolly. Something you need? That's when I notice the rims of his eyes are red, like he's barely holding himself together. A jolt shoots through me. This version of him is dangerously attractive. I know I screwed up. Don't freeze me out. He looks ready to shatter. I can't take it. In a daze I let him lead me home. Mainly because he mentioned I could touch his abs again. Once inside, he traps me against the door, foreheads touching. Babe, feel exactly the texture you like, he rasps, guiding my hand onto the hard planes of his stomach. Babe, if you forgive me, you can touch anytime you want, no fabric in the way. My heart flipped. I'm so weak, I didn't even last 3 days. When Zoe found out, she rolled her eyes so hard I felt the breeze. Ever since I got together with Chase, I'd been living wild and free, no more dawn commutes. Office romances are frowned upon, after all. I handed in my resignation the very next morning. Chase said he respected my choice. He's known since high school that I'd trade a kidney for an extra hour of sleep. As for why he'd poached me in the first place, he was terrified some other firm would snatch me and give someone else a shot, so he convinced my parents to park me at Sterling under his nose. When I learned that, I made him drop to his knees in his tailored suit right there in the lobby. The hardest goodbye when I quit was with my deskmate in Slack and Snack Crime. She practically shattered into pixels. We swore we'd be wage slaves together, and you sneaked off to become the S. I couldn't help it. He offered triple rate and a black card. The day after we became official, Chase dragged his parents to my condo to demand a title, claiming he felt insecure. Then he transferred every liquid asset he could move into my name, and his mom pressed a black card and a velvet box of jewelry into my hand. She said, once delivered, no returns. Riley, if you take him, you keep him. Try to send him back and we'll refuse the package. 17 exclamation marks in one breath. Poor me, forced into the role of S. Zoe shot me another nuclear-level eye roll. Keep acting, drama queen. I bet you're glowing. Once we started dating, I discovered Chase is basically human superglue. 2 hours without a reply and my phone explodes. Wife, you still out shopping? I miss you. Wife, it's been 3 whole minutes. Wife, I can't survive without you. I give up. I'm literally 2 blocks away with Zoe. Anyone would think I'd flown to Antarctica. Behave, I warn him. Wife, you're mean. Beside me, Zoe's eyes have ascended to the stratosphere. Is your man always this clingy? Can't be helped, he's helpless without me. Not that I'm complaining. Stop pretending, and maybe unsmirk while you talk. Please, you're clearly thriving on it. Fine, she's right, I adore how glued to me he is. Be good, I'll be home later and you'll get all the cuddles. Okay, wife. Extra. I've loved my wife since we were sandbox neighbors. The first time I saw her, pretty, soft, smelling like strawberries, she out-cute every grubby boy in class. Mom said, she's a year younger, your little sister, protect her. I was wrong, little sister isn't soft at all. When a kid called me a pretty boy crybaby, wife punched him until he bawled. She was magnificent. We went through kindergarten, elementary, middle school together. Every dollar of my allowance bought her snacks. Then high school hit and wife changed, slightly rebellious. She got her period and still begged for ice cream. I refused because last time she curled up crying from cramps. She sulked, but I planned to buy her gallons once she felt better. Disaster, wife grew gorgeous. Other guys noticed, even tried passing her love letters. Unacceptable. She's my life project, no one poaches. Catastrophe, wife got mad. She told me to back off and ignored me for days. I cried into my pillow. Life without wife is a black screen. I needed her attention, so I teased her until she glared at me. Electric. Her angry face is adorable. Strategy set, keep provoking her. I asked my parents to let wife work at Sterling so I could protect her from corporate sharks. They agreed, ecstatic. I'd see her daily. Then the miracle, I matched with wife in a gaming lobby. She called me handsome every night, her voice is honey. She didn't recognize me, which stung, but I'll take what I can get. I accidentally left my phone on the dinner table so she might realize her online boyfriend is me. She sort of noticed, sort of didn't, she never said. Now what? Oh, wife wants a pics. Embarrassing, but if wife asks, wife receives. That day wife seemed upset. She ignored me until night, then asked for a suit on his knee selfie. I frantically showered, changed, and spritzed cologne to slay her. Sky collapses, wife blocks me and says breakup. I didn't sleep. Was it because I showered first instead of kneeling immediately? Morning after, I summon wife to my corner office. Whatever happens, kneel first, confess second. Wife is furious, she still won't speak. I camp outside her building. When she finally appears, I know she still loves me because she agrees to come home. I offer a flashing forgiveness, she grants it. I even beg her to hit me twice, but she's too kind. No matter, day 2 of official dating, I haul my parents to her condo to claim my title. I can't live without wife ever. Post-marriage bliss, people say I'm clingy. I worry wife will tire of me, but she says my clinginess is her favorite trait. Wife loves me so much, and I love her more. The end. Thanks for listening to today's story. If you enjoyed, please hit like and share with friends. We can't wait to read your drop a comment. See you next time on our channel.